All right, your daily prayer is based on Numbers chapter 20, verse 11. So this day of devotion starts off with a quote. Obedience can be hard when our emotions run hot. Take time to cool down, think, and then act. Quote. Play a worship song or hymn that reminds you of God's sovereignty. Let the music settle your spirit. Through the actions, peace. Today's story recounts Moses' disobedience and striking the rock out of frustration instead of speaking to it as God commanded. It teaches us the importance of remaining calm and obedient to God, even when emotions run high, trusting Him to guide our actions. Story Bible in the year when water flows from the rock. Scripture. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring these people into the land I give them. Numbers chapter 20, verse 12. When things are tense, we must not be overwhelmed and overcome by our emotions. This is especially true for leaders. Bible in the year, this daily devotional is a turning point for Moses in this part. In the wilderness of Zin, the Israelites' journey is marked by a critical moment of need and a test of leadership and obedience. Faced with the people's outcry for water, Moses and Aaron turned to God, who instructed Moses to speak to a rock to bring forth water. However, in a moment of frustration, Moses strikes the rock twice with his staff, contrary to God's commandments. Water flows abundantly, yet this disobedience carries profound consequences for Moses and Aaron. They are denied entry into the promised land. This episode is a powerful reminder of the importance of obedience to God, especially when our emotions run high. Despite his closeness with God and his leadership role, Moses allows the immediate pressures and emotions to dictate his actions, leading to disobedience. This story highlights that faithfulness to God's commandments must override our momentary feelings or frustrations. Reflection. We all lose our cool sometimes, but when the moment demands calm, we have to be able to turn it on for the sake of others, our witness, and the world. Practice mindfulness today. When life feels overwhelming, take time to pray, meditate, and focus on what you can control. Circumstances and other people aren't in your control, but you are in control of your reaction and obedience to God. Prayer with the scripture. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their animals also. Numbers chapter 20, verse 11. The prayer. Dear Lord, when I am weary and on my journey to greatness, help me to stay mindful that I do not move outside of your commandments. When the weight and the pressures of those around me closes in, I will not be moved by external pressures of others, but instead I will be moved by my internal principles of obedience to you. I will not allow anger and frustration to cause me to step out of alignment with my character. Protect me, Lord, from doing anything that would hinder me from stepping into my promised land. As I learned from Moses in Numbers chapter 20 and Numbers 21, I will intentionally let his life story be before me as I lead and guide others. It will serve as a reminder that